Hello, welcome back. A lot of drones in the sky today. Last time I wrote a bank switching audio player and came up with almost a good conventional solution, but I was a little high on the power usage. Let's see which is which. This was the successful one. This is NA. I'm going to delete this because it's nothing. But I want to make a copy of this because I had an idea for how to easily improve this. So there was not exactly an assumption I made, but like one thing that I think having written so much real code has put me into a certain mindset for a lot of things that is very hard to break out of for what this game demands, which is more just like hack something together that works. Doesn't matter if it's reliable, it just has to pass the tests. So when I saw my task here, I was like, okay, write a generic audio player that can take any data from here and just terminate with some token marker that's a 0. That seems sensible. Oh, okay, so normal, middle of the neutral speaker position is 50. That makes sense, sure. So I'll switch back to 50 when I get to my end marker. But then I realized if I look at this audio data and see that there are no 50s in it, I can use 50 as my marker and simultaneously output that to reinitialize the speaker. So okay, TGT, TN, okay, so TEQ, oh, wait a second, will this work? I might have a little conditional snarl here that won't make this possible. Does this have to be a positive condition? If I TEQ AC 50, and I do this... Oh, wait a second. What's going on here? Hold on, how does this code work? I have no TNE. I might not be able to make this change as easily as I thought, because I need an initial move 50 to P1, and I thought I could get that by deleting this line, which I can. Yes. But TLT P03 plus move 0x0 plus move P0x0 plus move x0. So if I do that, it switches to minus for this. Well, I would want to do this unconditionally. Now, hold on. Okay, so... Okay, I think I might not be able to do this so easy. I'll only mess with it for a little bit. I don't want to be doing this puzzle again today. But I just want to see, yeah, so I have a snarl of conditionals in here that's kind of weird. Like, I need to fit... one of those in there. You can't do that unconditionally. Well, you don't need to here. Because you can do that first. So you can always output ACK no matter what it is. If you are 50, then you jump to the loop. If you're not, okay, yeah, then that's not great, is it? Like, I think I've broken this. I have, okay. Because this needs to be a plus, but this, I need this reversed. And there's no way to easily do that. Okay, so this is not as simple as I thought. TGT, TLT, TCP. Can't do TCP. I just need the opposite. And I'm not going to get it. Okay, well, it was close. I tried. So, anyway. Someone had a way to do that. In fact, many, many someones. Most of the people who solved this puzzle. Maybe they had a fundamentally different design. Actually, hold on. One more time. Just because I feel like I should try this. So 0's there. Oops, whoa. What about just straight up copying this? Yes, I know the pin's not connected. That's expected. Don't worry about it. I'll connect it. X0 here was supposed to go to the Tech P01. Oh, this will get fewer lines, actually. Move P0, X0, what? P0, X0. Move X0, ACK. Move X0, ACK. TGT X0 minus move 50P1. But won't this have more power because I have two things polling at once? Move 50P1. X0 now connects to D0 on this. Your X0 is going to have to connect to this. Which I can do, like that. Your P1 needs to go here. Sure, weird curly wire. Like, this doesn't make sense, and also the other problem is they're both outputting 50 at the same time, so one's going to overwrite the other, even if... Yeah, so that was the problem with this approach. I already tried this, didn't I? And there's other weird stuff going on. And I'll bet my power usage sucks. Okay, so anyway, I don't know. There must just be a different design that everybody else did that's just slightly different, or some small optimization on top of what I did. Whatever. Custom specifications. Ever wonder where the specs you test against come from? Well, we use a little program called Concept Spec to generate them. I figure you're ready to create your own specs if you want, so I put a link on your desktop. That happened a while ago. Oh, probably when this first unlocked, of course. Concept Spec isn't exactly the most elegant program, but it'll do, since, you know, there's no choice. Just remember that good specifications result in good designs. Poor specifications result in poor designs. Yeah. I've seen plenty of good specifications resulting in poor designs. He's right about that. Create a custom specification and a working design for it. Okay, so this one I don't have to tell the game when I'm done. It can actually tell. Here, the game's not going to be able to evaluate me. I'm not ready for this. This is happening before I'm done with this LP. It is, just I need to get a little more familiar with the language and tools first. I want something to ask me to use logic gates. And some other stuff, maybe. Growing the company, please read. Over the last 2 weeks I have conducted a thorough review of the company's product lines. We are showing some signs of improvement over last year, but we are still creating multiple products with no point and no larger plan. No goal and no larger plan. I want everyone to think about how to focus on products that have the potential to truly change the world. So not like haunted dolls. Where are the devices that we feel proud of as a company? How can we earn respect? What future are we building toward? We must face these questions head on and with all our efforts in order to have a chance of becoming one of the world's top electronics firms. My uncle named the company Longtongue, Rising Dragon, for a reason. Okay, yeah, Long, that's dragon. So I guess the tongue part is the rising part. Okay, sure. Li Wu, Vice President of Products, Longtongue Co. Ltd. Okay, so growing the company. I thought she was going to talk about like a new hire and I'd meet a new character or something here. So she's kind of like subtweeting Joe here, because he's made a bunch of designs she doesn't really approve of, or at least this one. Anyway, so aquaponics, maintenance robots. Surely many of you have heard of Sun Haotian. His father was one of the first electronics entrepreneurs from this area, starting from when it was first designated a special economic zone. Now that he's inherited the family business, it would be no exaggeration to say he's the most powerful man in Shenzhen today. An opportunity has arisen to work with his conglomerate on a device that moves between stations in a line. Apparently it's intended to service an automated aquaponics facility. It's a small start, but understand that our relationship with him is absolute top priority. If he feels he can trust us, we'll continue to get bigger and better work from him. Reading's hard. What's an aquaponics? A system for growing food that combines aquaculture and hydroponics. Look it up. This robot probably cleans or adds nutrients to the system as needed. Okay. Neat. Alright, got one of these radio transmitters again. What's this thing called? I should know its name. This is supplemental data. I want... Is it in supplemental data? No. It's in parts data sheets. DX300, random access memory, read-only memory, logic gates, sure, Denver timekeeping, Chennai comms, here we go. C2SRF901, that's the one. Alright, so I got a C2SRF901 here. Radio RX is a non-blocking X-bus input connected to a radio receiver. Motor is a simple output connected to a bidirectional motor. Tool clean and tool feed are simple outputs connected to unknown tools. The maintenance robot begins in station 0. Pulsing motor to 100 and back to 50 will move it to the next station. Pulsing motor to 0 and back to 50 will move it to the previous station. Alright, so 50 is neutral. Give it a command with a 0 or 100 and it moves. Something something, station 0. When a data packet is received over the radio, move to the destination station and activate the tools for the specified durations. Tool clean, tool feed, activation time. What? Hey, this can have pages. It hasn't yet, but it can. What now? So motor. I get a 2 for... $5220410. What? Hold on. I feel like I misread something. Pulsing motor to 100 and next station, previous station. When a data packet is received over the radio, move to the destination station and activate the tools for the specified durations. Destination station. Okay, so it begins at station 0. This is where I'm going. That's how long I'm cleaning. That's how long I'm feeding. So I'm going to 2, cleaning for 2, feeding for 2. Going to 5, cleaning for 2, feeding for 2. Going to 0, cleaning for 4, feeding for 1. Got it. Okay. And right, the way this is drawn, I get all of these 3 in the same tick. So right, it starts at 0, so I need up 2, up 3 to go to 5, down 5 to go from 5 to 0, nothing to go from 0 to 0. Okay, and cleaning... It cleans first, and the instant it's done cleaning, it needs to feed. Those start after the motor has returned to 0 from any movement. Got it. Okay. So approaches to this. I'll need to remember what station I'm at. Okay, so just like in terms of minimum possible components, I think I need your DAT. I definitely need your line count at the very least. A DX300 can do the job here. I'll need my simple output here. Because yeah, I don't have enough simple outputs to cover all those cases. This is XBus, RX. Alright, so starts at station 0. That's just initialized as it is. Maybe I won't need ACK for anything. I probably will, though. Almost certainly. Oh, don't I need to store away the commands that come in? I do. I need a lot more storage here. I might want some random access memory. That's very possible. Okay, so right now, the pins, at least, if I'm using random access memory, would fit in an MC4000. Alright. Then, again, minimum possible. I start with the minimum, and I work my way up if I absolutely need it. I don't have enough X buses for a 100p14. Okay, so this is the first time I've been encouraged to use the 100p14. Previous puzzle was the first time I was encouraged to use the 200p14. Okay. So all I'd need to store away is these two commands for use later. Should be nice and easy. Alright, so I'll put X3 is going to be the address line, X1 is going to be the data line. Okay. So this starts at 0. Alright, so to do this, so I start at station 0. First I cannot SLX because that's non-blocking. So I need to poll it. I guess I'll move X0 ACK, TGT X ACK, -999. So I'm gonna just put everything in plus here. And everything else not? I don't know. Okay, so 2. That's no. Alright, so something like that. Don't worry about the plus. I'm not going to use the plus condition to this. That just is program continuation. Okay, so I get the station number, and now do I need to immediately read the commands from there? Maybe I don't need to store. Maybe I can just let them sit there. I'm going to test something. Just want to see. -999. 2. So if you sleep, does that 2 go away? No, it sticks around. Okay, so I can just let that store it until I'm ready to read it. Nope, 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 it's gonna give me new values there, isn't it? Well, maybe not. No, I think this works. I think it just hangs on to its values, buffering them up until I need them, so I don't need this. Neat. Okay, so, if I... Okay, yeah, return in that case, just move me to the next line. That's nice. Alright, cool. So I have the station number. That's the one I'm processing first, and then clean duration, feed duration. It's always in that order, so that's great. You start at 0, so that's cool. Alright, so motor. Alright, so, this one's gonna be interesting. Wait, no, hold on. I need what's in ACK. Oh, I have a little conflict here. Well, do I? No, I don't. I actually just want to sub dat. Right? So when I sub dat, ACK now contains the difference between destination station and current station. Yes, sounds great. So 2 comes in, 0 gets subtracted, ACK is plus 2. 0 comes in, 5 gets subtracted, ACK is minus 5. So yeah, until, alright, so T, LT ACK 0, no, TCP ACK 0. So if you have work to do, you're going to pulse the motor minus, I won't have enough lines for that here. I probably need a motor controller. Which if I'm doing that, I can ditch the DX300, because I'll have enough pins, because I'll communicate with the motor controller with XBus. Sounds great. I can already tell there's nowhere near enough lines here. Alright, so basically a subroutine that does motor stuff. Once it comes back, then I can clean and feed. Sounds good. That's what I'm going to do. Okay. So then P0 is feed, P1 is clean, X3 is motor, and MC4000 does that. Sounds good. SLX X0, okay, TCP X0. Can it be some No, I don't have to do redundancy. Tech X0. Actually, no, hang on. No, this makes sense. Okay, so check this out. The problem is... No, there's no problem. It's fine, I think. Alright, so let's at least try this. So if ACK is not 0, then I want to move ACK X3 SLX X3 move X3 null. So I tell you what your offset is going to be, then I sleep until you're done, and then I discard whatever you're sending me. Do I have enough? Yes, I do. Gen P1 X0 0 Gen P0 X0 0. I think this is done. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. I'm not going to cut 2 instructions out of that. There's no way. Yeah, the I/O pins would fit in an MC4000, but the instructions would not. Right? What if... I mean, it could, but then, like, okay, so I could, like, move ACK here, then SLX on the... Oh, there might be some trickery that would make this possible. I'll think about it, but for now, let me see how many lines this is going to take. So, move X0 ACK. That's your offset. See, what I don't like is having 2 separate code paths for moving the motor different directions, but I think that's how it's going to have to be. Because I have to count either up or down depending on what the original sign of that is. TCP-ACK 0. Okay, so minus gen P111 plus gen P1. No, hang on. It's not gen. I don't want gen. I don't want to return to 0. I can't. I have to write it all the way out. Okay, so if it's less than 0, I need to move 0. Oh, and I actually need to initialize at move 50 P1. Move 0 P1, sleep 1, move. Okay, so this is going to become an MC6000. I think. This might be able to become an MC4000, like I might be able to switch them around and make this all fit. Move 50 P1, sleep 1. Okay, so just for like writing out the program. This is new music, I haven't heard this before. It's nice, I like it. Alright, so I really hate this. I can definitely do better. This is awful. Like, all those duplicated lines just for that. And, right, you have the sleep one there. And tell you that I'm done with my job. Well, let's see if this works. I have a feeling I'm somehow not done with my program yet. Yeah, I only pulsed the motor once. So that doesn't work. I think I can actually minimize these a little bit, so check it out. If I... Oh, wait a second. X0 ACK TCP ACK 0. So I need to jump back here at some point. That's a loop. So you wait for X0, it tells you offset. Oh right, so now I have a DAT register. Okay, here we go. Tech ACK 0. If it's not 0, then you want to do this. This is DAT. And the way I pulled that off is TLT ACK 0 plus move 0 DAT minus move 100 DAT. Okay, so DAT is the motor direction. And then I enter this loop. Alright, so I get my offset. I check its sign. If it's negative, then that's the direction of the motor. If it's positive, then the motor goes the other direction. Why wouldn't I do it this way? There, that makes more sense. And... Oh. Okay, right. So if it's greater than 0, we're removing 100s. If it's less than 0, we're removing zeros. For this loop, if ACK is not 0, then I move DAT to P1. I wait 1. I move 50 to P1. I wait 1. and then I jump loop. Otherwise, I tell x0 that I'm done, and this continues. Okay, so does this at least work? It's going the opposite direction. I'm not adding or subtracting anything. Okay, so two problems. Alright, so TGT AC 0. Oh, okay, right. I did have these the right way around. So you need to... Oh, shoot. You need to add or sub 1, and I'm not sure which way. You need to move it closer to 0 one way or another. Oh, can I negate? Add sub mul not... mul -1. Yes. I no longer need the sign. Okay, but I still need to fit a sub 1 in here. Alright, so this becomes a countdown to 0. And the DAT determines how the motor is moving. Okay, so now... Alright, here's a place I can fit another line in there. I can delete you, I can put it here. No, I don't have a spare simple output. Okay, so... I think I would be more comfortable if I did this. I had a reason for doing this, but now I'm just doing it for aesthetics. I can see the P1 now. I forgot what my reason was also. So I have to initialize this. It starts at 50. This one has no spare simple outputs. I can't overload these. I can't send an instruction here initially because this would take a bunch more. Move 50 P1, SLX X0, move X0 AC, TGT AC 0, move 0 to DAT, mul -1, move 100 DAT, loop tech AC 0. If not, move DAT P1, sleep 1, move 50 P1, sleep 1. And jump to loop. You also need a sub 1 in there. Then when you're done, you do this. And tell this one it's done. That's what doesn't fit. Like what I need... I need that. I need every one of these lines, don't I? This looks a lot like a gen, but it's a gen that doesn't... that needs to end with a 50. Oh, can I, No, not with the way I'm transferring DAT in there. Because, like, I can... So I can, like, gen... P1, pretend I'm typing over here. 10 to send 100, then set it to 0. Then if I immediately set it back to 50, that'd be fine. And I can do the opposite to send a 0 and sleep 1. Then immediately set back to 50. It's just that I can't modify the values of the gen. Like I can't have it return back to 50. If I could do that, that would save me the one line that I need here. But it doesn't work. I need both these sleeps. And I don't have an extra register, so I can't, like, have both parameters of the gen input, and that would take more lines to set them here anyway. Man, it's so close. Like, I do need to jump back to this loop if you're still above 0. There's gotta be one that I can remove, and I'm gonna figure it out. Okay, so for the sake of just seeing if this program works at all, I'm gonna do this. Will that just make you sleep forever? I don't know if this will work. Maybe. Oh, hang on. Right, but I need the... That looks pretty good. It does seem as though this program works. It's just that I had to add this just to initialize motor, and I hate that. Wait a second. Oh, there's some missing stuff in here. I'm not remembering my station position somehow. Why? Okay, see, now that's important information. There may be a... Can I do that? No? Must be an X-Bus pin. Alright, fine. There's probably a better way to sleep forever. I mean, I could, That's not forever, though. Oh, but it is. Essentially, but I don't know. I kind of like doing it this way. Silly as it may be. Alright, so, so my station position's not being remembered. See, like, instead of trying to squeeze a line out of this, I need to make sure that I have it right, and all I need to do is squeeze a line out of it. I might just leave this here and be satisfied with this extra cost. I'm not very happy about it, but maybe I'd be happier than if I was really trying to aggressively optimize. Because it's just so hard. I don't know exactly where the boundary is. I never do. So it's always a balancing act of like, how hard do I push for just that little bit of extra optimization, having no way in the world to know whether I can ever get it or not. I mean, yeah, that's the thing with just creating my own solution. It's impossible to know whether what I want, the target instruction count that I want, it will ever be possible. I'll know if I do it, but if I don't do it, then I'll never know. Anyway, so, okay, I see. These little orange arrows just indicate that it's X-Bus. The no orange arrow is the simple pin. Just trying to figure out what I was seeing there. Alright, so that's my X-Bus indicator. Neat. So, right. Problem is you don't remember your station. How was that supposed to have worked? Subdat. Ah, I never moved the station number into dat. But I've destroyed it. Oh, I'm losing data that I can't lose, I think, here, right? You might need another job. Like, you might need to be my station number storage. Where, again, maybe I could have used this for that. This costs 2 yuan. This costs 1 more and lets me initialize this, which I didn't find a way to do otherwise. I think this program is correct. This doesn't need to know the station number, it only needs the offset, but you are not keeping track of your station number. Okay, so what are you doing exactly? When you get a 2, you subtract dat, which is supposed to be the station number, but nothing ever moves anything into dat. However, you have destroyed your thing. Well, I guess I would just add dat, move ac dat. Yeah, okay, so I think I just need 2 more instructions. That might work. Because yeah, you're not using ac for anything else here. Okay, dat is now 2. You're at station number 2, you think. Here comes a 5. Okay, so that's an offset of +3. I do need to tell this to do something. I could do this unconditionally. Would that save time? Maybe. I select X3, so it waits until you've done your thing. You do that, you sleep 1, you tell it 0. So then you're at station 5 now. Yeah, add dat, it goes to 5. Move act dat. Okay, I think... wait, why? Wait, why? My negative direction somehow is wrong. Subdat, -5, tech x 0, false, move ac x3. Move x0 ac, -5. TGT x 0, minus move 0 dat. Minus mul -1. Yeah, goes to 5, sure. Dat 0, yeah. Tech x 0, not. Move dat p1, 0. Sleep 1. Huh? Move dat p1. Oh, you. Oh, you. No? What? Not you. You initialized it, yes. I think this is overriding. This is left on the output and never set to anything else. But like, what's that even mean? When 2 numbers are output at once, the higher one wins? Whoa, that's some weird behavior. Because yeah, that's sitting there forever. Yeah, okay, that's true. I need to set this output pin to 50. It's not just the line in general, it's this specific pin, so I can't do this. But otherwise this does work. Okay, well this puts me right back in that situation again, where I have to squeeze another line in here because this instruction absolutely must go in this controller. Is there some way I could just like shift all this around and make this the first instruction and make everything else? I doubt it. That would never work. Alright, so I need to stare at this again and figure out how I can save 1 instruction in this list. There's probably a way, but maybe this is another sandwich maker situation where I absolutely need 15 instructions and nothing else will do. Maybe, but I'm gonna see if I can figure out how to do it better. Alright, well I see a compromise I can do. I think it'll be okay. I can turn this into an MC4000, keep you around, put you downstream. So you are the overall manager, you're the motor controller, and you'll become the motor controller. And I think I can make that happen. Let me save this almost working solution. It has a fatal flaw, so I do have to make a major change here, but it is almost working. Okay, so I need to move a whole bunch of stuff over. That's fine. So I need some room for stuff. I need something downstream of that. Okay, right, so this is nothing. All that goes there. And this goes here. Okay. So, motor controller. Motor controller. Alright, so the way the motor controller is going to work, well, isn't that handy? This will just slot right in here. Well, almost. Alright, so you're going to SLX, X0. You're going to be screaming at me for a bit. Don't worry about it. So are you. You know what? You don't have to. Oh, hey, so you can have the at move 50p1. Great. I can make this a little bit tidier by doing this, so that I can read all the pin names. I like to be able to read the pin names. There, everything's readable. You're going to change to one of these. The way I'm going to do that is by eliminating this part and moving it over here. So you will move, instead of moving that to DAT, because your DAT buffer is going away, you're going to move that to X, it's going to be X1, I think. Yeah, X1 is the position on that thing. Yeah, I know the pin's not connected, don't worry about it. Oh, do I need to mull -1? Maybe. Oh, hang on. This isn't, well, no, I can do some trickery. I can use a simple pin for this. Okay, wires are going to get a little messy. That's fine. I'm going to use the simple pin instead of your DAT for storing the motor value. You'll continually read that and move it over here. The X bus will be for the offset. So at this point, I'm going to just like cut this, paste it there. It doesn't fit. Because I cut a new line with it, now it fits. Yeah, I'm not done yet. This is... Alright, so move 0 to P1. On this simple output will be stored the value that goes to the motor. Mull -1, otherwise move 100 to P1. And then the number of times that is... Move... I can do this at this point. I'll get the pins right. You have to move down a bit. P1, P0 will have to go back behind here and sneak in like that. That works great. Register not present, I know. It's P0. Okay. Move AC X1. SLX X1, move X1, X0. Nice! Look how neatly that fits. Look how neatly this fits. Let's hope I don't need to squeeze another instruction out of here, because I might. In fact, I think I do, because I don't have the move back here. Have I just moved the same problem further downstream? Because I had a working solution other than... Yeah, so... Hang on. So wait for motor controller instruction. Read what that instruction is. If it's greater than 0, then set that pin, which is going to go onto the motor, to 0. And invert this. Otherwise, set that pin to that instruction. Move what is now the number of times the motor needs to be pulsed into there. Wait until it has a result. And shuffle that result onto here, telling you that everybody's job is done. I feel like this has made everything... It's just stretched out my problem, but I have the exact same problem, don't I? Because I have to wait for you to tell me to do something. I have to loop until until this hits 0. Give the motor instruction, wait 1. tell the motor to rest, wait 1, sub 1, and jump loop if you're still going. Yeah, okay, so I improved nothing there. Wow, okay, so I ballooned up my cost without solving my problem at all. It was worth a try. Okay, gonna have to do something else. Wait a second, wait a second. Oh, check it. I know. Oh, that's sneaky. So you don't wait. Plus, move 0, x 0. I think I did it. I could not have done that in my old design, right? No, because that has a plus in it. And some other minuses. Wait, this wants to be a plus, doesn't it? Wait, but it can't be, because then that won't initially... No, you need to go initially. No, this doesn't fix anything. No, hold on. How does each... Yeah, it starts with the minuses and pluses disabled. Of course it does. Why wouldn't it? Well, that's not it. Alright, so in the name of yet another compromise, and also testing if the thing that I'm doing actually works, let's just swap you for an MC 6000. Rearrange everything, which is almost nothing. Okay. X0, you can just change to X1. And all I need is a minus jump loop. Does this at least work? Part not sleeping, blocked on right. Part not sleeping, blocked on right. So, first of all, no. Oh, right, so it turns out I actually needed 2 more lines there. Because, I was missing my move X1 ACK. Wow, I don't like this. I'm not happy with my solution. I think it works. But look how this cost ballooned up. Lines are obviously terrible. Power usage is not going to be good. It works. I guess I can be happy that it works. But every graph axis is going to be above average. That's for sure. Power usage was not. Okay, well, at least that's one that wasn't. And I'm at a spike here on production cost. But more people manage the cheaper one. Everyone who plays this game is smarter than me. That's what this tells me. Alright, this is a very humbling game. So anyway, lines of code is only a little more than it could be. Alright, fine. I'll take it. I mean, it's a solution. It works. It's not that much worse than average. I've received word that Mr. Sun was happy with the result of our work here. Mr. Sun was happy. Clearly it's part of a much larger project, but nobody I speak to will say anything more. Okay, right. So, secret project for, because yeah, we just don't get to know what this maintenance robot is for. This is a weird game loop. Like, that I've put myself into. I feel like I'm somehow the cause of this always just like compromise and slight disappointment at the end of it's a perfectly fun process. Would I enjoy this more if I just didn't care about the graphs? I want to at least be able to do as well as the average here. But why do I expect that? I expect to always be at least average or better? I mean, that's unrealistic. Somebody's going to be below average. Why can't it be me? I don't know, this is just revealing, like, certain things in the way I think of myself, and they may be unrealistic. Okay. So yeah, maybe just through this process I learn a little more humility. Something. Alright, well I mean, the solution works. It's not that bad. It's fine. I can come back someday and try for a better one, maybe. Alright, well, cool. Learning lots about myself. I'll see you next time for these.